Hi, friends. I'm Pastor David Ritgers, and this is our Impact Moment for the week. One of my favorite American stories involves two explorers, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, or better known as Lewis and Clark, almost like they had one name. Back in the early 1800s, President Thomas Jefferson commissioned them and their team called the Corps of Discovery to go and find a continuous water route that would take them all the way to the other side of the continent. And they really believed that there was such a thing that connected all the way through. What they didn't know about was the Rocky Mountains. And so Lewis and Clark and their team made their way up the Missouri River, and they traveled for many months, stopping for the winter and then continuing on until they reached a place in modern day Idaho called Lemhi Pass. And at Lemhi Pass is where the water ran out. It's where the Missouri River ended, and all of a sudden they were faced with a new task, crossing these mountains, which were so much larger than the mountains they knew back home, the Appalachians. And so this team of explorers who were so gifted at traveling waterways, but maybe not so much at crossing mountains, had to decide what they were going to do next. So what is it that kept them going? Because we know in the end that team made it all the way to the Pacific Ocean. They certainly could have turned around and come back home and told President Jefferson, you know what, you need to send some other people who are gifted at crossing mountains. But they kept on going. What was it? One of their values was the value of discovery. They were the Corps of Discovery. And so there were new things to be discovered. And so they continued and they pressed forward. Why do I mention this story? Because values are so important to any group, to any organization, to a congregation like ours. And when we know what our values are, those things that we hold on to no matter what, even in the midst of significant change, they keep us moving forward. And so, friends, I'd like to invite you to participate in an upcoming event here later in January, where we're going to take time to discover what our shared values are as a congregation. On Saturday, January 25th, beginning at 9 in the morning, taking a lunch break, and then concluding by 3 in the afternoon, we're going to take time to reflect on our own values. First, starting with our own personal values. Each of us carries around a set of values. We'll take some time to help you think about what those are. And then we'll have time to process those at our tables in smaller groups and start to determine what are some of the values that we share together. And then our conversation will move to the larger group that comes, and we'll discover what are some of the values that we share widely across the congregation. We call those shared values. And those will be things that will help us make decisions as we move forward and start to think about where we're headed in our vision. So over the course of several months in the winter and the spring, we really want to tackle 3 questions. First question is, who are we? And that's the values question. Then we'll move on and remember our purpose. Why do we exist? So who, and then why. And then the third question is a where question. Where are we headed? That's our vision. What is God's preferred future for us? What is God's dream for us? Where are we headed in the next chapter of our ministry together? And so I'm really excited about this process, as it'll give us guidance and direction for our congregation in the days ahead. If you would, please take time to register that you are planning to attend today, so that we know how many lunches to have available on Saturday, January 25th. Thank you, as always, friends, for your support of Worcester United Methodist Church. And one of the ways that you can offer support is through your presence, through your conversation, through your contribution at an event like this. God bless you.